Jono Anderson, Chris, Mulder, and Lee. No Steph Curry. Chris and Zubac to jump it up. And ball knocked to the GM Bob Myers and the rest of the Warriors organization. The drive to the rim, tip in goes, and it's Chris. A rough way to open up for Golden State. George on a ball fake out of the timeout, fade away, book it. That's on the pull-up jump shot. Double team comes on Kawhi Leonard, whip it around the perimeter. George, the fake and Jay, smooth. Shot clock is presented by Tissot. The floater goes. His ability is so pure. Beverly got a three. Lead for LA. Switch. George now has Michael Mulder, who just got a new contract, and he nailed Wiggins. Pascal's been a nice surprise as a rookie. Bender, that's a three. That's his game. Post-up opportunity. Lee on a kick. Bender didn't want to go back-to-back. Pascal, he nails it from the corner.
Think of it in terms of games missed. But what Doc was talking about is practices missed. As good a two-way wings as we've seen in this league since Jordan and Pippen.
George, the pull-up three. He cans it by Pascal. Lob it to Bender, underneath for the finish. Bender is 7 foot.
For me, that tomorrow the Board of Governors will have a conference call that will discuss a further plan of action. I've also been told
together the last 7 games, they've actually been second in the league in fewest fast break points allowed.
Bowman gets it to go.
So that Lou Williams, when he's healthy, can play off the ball. He also gives them size at that spot in the post and in the paint area, so they can be very effective.
Yeah, they just lost him in the paint, but Bowman goes for set. 14 bench points for Golden State. The roll to the rim. Harrell pauses, and then
in the paint. His entire game is in there now. He's learned to do what he's good at.
Pascal! A little too strong on that three ball. Clippers can add to their lead. Jackson, the dribble drive.
Absolutely. And in this day and age, his size at the center spot's not a problem.
Harrell. Oh, he hits a three. That Montrezl Harrell shot at the end of the first quarter was indeed a two-pointer. Shamet, that is a three-pointer for
that shooting rhythm that he had for most of the season.
Wiggins, he beats Shamet initially and then connects. Bender, who's back in. Dragan Bender drives in, banks it home.
The top on Magruder.
Harrell hands to Shamet, gets the step, and the scoop to the hoop goes. And a steal. Bowman coughs it up. 5 turnovers for Golden State. Jackson waits for his teammates. Ball movement leads to a JaMychal Green three. And the rebound controlled by Harrell. Harrell turns the corner. Look out, Montrezl Harrell.
With Lou Williams, but he can get to the basket on the drive with either hand.
Wiggins, 1 through 3, and then year 4 and 5 just took the next step. Bowman a three.
Could shoot the ball to put next to their core 4 guys next year.
Shake and bake. Reggie Jackson +1.
And he looks the same.
He does.
That guy doesn't age. No, I want a little bit of whatever Lou Williams has.
Wiggins and Houston. Leonard. Oh! Cyborg slam. Do you have the exact math on that, or are you speculating on those figures?
I'll admit I'm speculating, but I'll go with it anyway.
Well, tack that on. Shot clock is down to 8. George, Euro, floater, no, tipped home by Zubac. Largest lead. Leonard, the back in on Damian Lee. The fadeaway, he's got it. And on opening night, they opened up this new arena. 141-122 Clippers. Pull-up jumper goes for the shooting 52%, and they're down by 17. Oh, George is really feeling it good for PG-13. From the stint in the G League, played with Atlanta as well. Morris, oh, a chance for 4. Clippers in that category. Wiggins for the Euro, rejected.
Then Drexel was 3-7. He was coming off the bench, was clearly the best player on the floor. But what? Steve Kerr's in his 6th year. He's never coached anything close to a normal NBA team.
78-50, Clippers, George on the move, kick out, Beverly, boy, he has looked. Rookie out of Kentucky, who's been a nice story himself, was in the G League, leading the G League in three-pointers made. Beverly again for Golden State. Mulder drive and kick. Bender a three. He's got it. Dragan Bender.
Staff in this Warriors team is, even though it has been a very difficult year, they still play the assisted on. This team lives by passing the ball, and that has continued even without their star. Kobe had almost nothing to do with us losing.
That must be a fun Thanksgiving at the Van Gundy house. Oh! Wiggins! Jackson straight away. Bottom.
He's open and on balance. He's a very good shooter.
Bender to the hole. He lays it in. Schroeder. Leonard. Major mismatch. Bowman ends up on the deck. And count it for Kawhi. 407 mark of the third. Kick it out for Pascal. Pull-up jump. Good looking delivery.
That's what
Takes it at Wiggins. Threads the needle on the pass. Jackson's going to have to hoist. And hit. Reggie Jackson. Under 2 minutes to go. Third quarter. Jackson the bounce. Perfection. Montrez.
Williams, but right there with Reggie Jackson on a nice roll to the rim.
Bowman using the Chris screen, and he hits on the pull-up jumper.
A roster spot next year. Don't know if he could get into a rotation on a really good team, but could certainly battle to be on the roster.
Warriors come in last in the NBA, defending the three. His 4th year in the NBA. He was playing in China. Gives it up. Lee, the Rainbow, San Francisco, Thursday night to meet the Warriors. Wiggins lines it up, and he knocks it down to three.
If he could get that up just a little bit and then use his athletic ability to attack a little bit more, it's not a...
3%. Yeah, the questions with him have also been, it sometimes doesn't look like he's playing that hard. Reggie Jackson, 119.86, up top for Bender on the throwdown. Numbers in favor of Los Angeles, not a surprise. They are the 3rd best rebounding team in the NBA this season behind
rotations, and you haven't been out doing that a lot. It takes some time to get back into that flow.
Good looking shot, Coffee. 5:25 to play. Poole, bank shot is good.
Great change.
Warriors had lost 10 in a row at home before the win over Philly. 7 assists. Coffee tried to cross it over, pick and pop for Patterson, and he's been doing that.
And when he was playing more for the Clippers this year, they had to convince him to just shoot the ball.
Here's Poole to the corner. Jumper doesn't go for Mulder. Just what the doctor ordered for the Los Angeles Clippers. A blowout win in San Francisco. 131-107 is your final. For San